Hello everyone, welcome back. So my name is Naresh Chetri, and today in this video we are trying to understand some risk and the risk in the scenario, the data breach. Yeah. So data breach today is the part of the cybersecurity, or we can say it is a part or the form of data theft. Data theft in the sense that it is a unauthorized access, and that access map with the DAD Triad. That means that is the major threats to the cybersecurity program today, and that maps to our three goals in the sense that maps with the three goals of the cybersecurity programs. Yeah. So let us say the three goals. And those three goals normally known as the CIA. Yeah? So many of you have known about the CIA. If you haven't, then we will explore that CIA goals and see how exactly it maps with the DAD. So CIA Triad maps with the DAD traps. So the first one, as we see, is the data loss. So that means normally the disclosure. So the risk is that of the data loss as we are in the data breach. That means exposure of the sensitive information. So that can be the sensitive information in the sense the people are worried about here is the social security number, which is the 9-digit. So nothing, yeah, only digits, yeah. And our credit card number, which is the 16-digit number if we exclude the month and year, and the CVV number, the 16-digit, and some top secret military information. Yeah. So top secret, we normally say the top secret information, and normally that deals with the military data or the information. So the first one is the violation of the principle, as we said, of the CIA, the confidentiality. So if we violate the confidentiality principle, then it would be the disclosure, or that maps to the data loss. So the confidentiality in the sense that so many professionals that try to develop and implement the security goals, and one of the control to prevent access is that the use of the firewalls and the access control list. Yeah. So use of the firewall, and we normally say the ACLs, the access control list, and the encryption. Yeah. So changing the data from the plain text to the ciphertext. So normally these three things are used to maintain the confidentiality. So normally what does the attacker do? The attackers perform data exfiltration. That means it is unauthorized movements of the data, or normally said it is a form of the data theft. The second one is the alteration. That means the modification of the information. Yeah, we normally say the editing. So somebody edit the information in the middle. So when the data is in transit, or data is in motion, or data is in rest. So that violates the principle of the integrity, which we normally say the second principle of the CIA. And there are several controls that are enforced to maintain the integrity. The one is the concept of the hashing, and another is the monitoring. So the monitoring concept that help us to maintain the integrity, otherwise the information will be altered. So several motivation, and normally the attacker modify that records for the financial gain. So here the motivation lies with the financial gain. And the third one is the denial of information, yeah, which is the most important one. And the denial means that is the disruption to the access of information. So trying to access the information from the public website or any place. So that means that ultimately violates the principle of the availability, what we say is the third triad or the third leg of our CIA principle. So normally attacker learns the distributed denial of service attack against a website, because normally the website is used to provide the information today in our cyber world or the virtual world. That means, so the controls that are enforced for the availability include the fault tolerance, yeah. So fault tolerance, the clustering, and we say normally say the clustering and normally the backups, yeah. So backups of the information. And these are the three key threats for the cybersecurity efforts, and that each threat maps to the one main goals as we see over here. That means mapping means the CIA mapped to the DAT. So the confidentiality maps to the disclosure, the integrity maps to the alteration of information, or we normally say modification of the information, and the availability maps to the denial of the information. So I hope it helps, and thank you for watching.